We have Trevor Penny, head coach of the Barbados Royals, and Rovman Powell, the captain of the Barbados Royals. Maybe TP, you could start us off and tell us about how things are and how things have gone so far and what you're hoping from this home leg, and then we'll open up to questions from these guys.
Okay, well, obviously we've had 4 games in the last 2 weeks. Fixtures have been good for us. Obviously, we didn't win any games yet. We've lost 3. There's 2 that we should have won, in my view, and there's 1 that we got the wrong end of the toss in Trinidad, and there's been a rained off. With regard to the team, the squad, everyone's in fine fettle, everyone's in good form, and everyone's itching just to play our 5 home games. Obviously, the last couple of years we've played very well at home, so that's our aim again, to try and dominate at home. Some results have gone our way with 2 other teams sort of losing a lot of games, so we know what we have to do. And yeah, personally, I'm very excited for this because some seasons we win a lot up front and then don't quite get there at the end. But now it's a different way of getting there, and I know if we can peak at the right time and qualify, we can do some damage in the end.
Perfect. Thanks, TP. Questions? Mr. Ben?
Trevor, obviously we're still a player short in what we could have in the squad. Are you still looking to bring someone in as another player for the squad?
We've actually got someone in yesterday. Rassie van der Dussen has arrived. So we had Arab Gul. He was supposed to come, but we couldn't get him a visa, and it took like weeks and weeks. And it's a shame because apparently he's really good. He's like a Rashid type bowler. And we couldn't find an equivalent with all the 100 and a lot of tournaments on around the world. So we've gone for Rassie to come and bolster our sort of 3-4 spot. And he's got vast experience in international cricket, and he's played a lot here in the Caribbean. So hopefully he can come in and bat really well for us.
That's good news.
Yep.
Anyone else?
Any apprehension before the home leg begin? You have lost 403. One was watch out affecting the team in any way.
I think it's a case of us playing good cricket in those last few games. You know, we just haven't played good cricket for long enough periods. You know, if you could look on the games, there are sections of the games where we were on top. You know, but in CPL you need to play good cricket and good cricket for longer periods.
Why would you have not been playing good cricket for over a long period of time?
I think there's a lot of factors which contribute to that. You know, some of the factors are teams do put us under pressure. Other teams in the CPL is still good teams also. You know, and it's also us have to look on our areas where we are looking to improve and as a team. And hopefully over the course of the home games, we can show some improvement, get some points and climb up the standing.
Rovman, what do you want to tell the support here in Barbados? Because I can tell you that Barbadians aren't happy that we've not gotten a win just yet. They're very angry. What do you want to tell them?
I think people on a whole like winners, you know, and when you don't win, it becomes a big problem, whether it be Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad, whatever franchise you play for. You know, but what I can say is that we have played good cricket in Barbados in the past few seasons, and all we're asking is for the public, the people of Barbados, to come out and support us. You know, CPL is a big venture for each and every Caribbean islands, and now is the turn for the Bajans to come out and support their local team.
Yes, it's true that people like winners, but players also want to get in that winning habit. So realistically though, how much pressure do you think your players will be feeling given that you haven't won any games yet and now you're in front of your own fans?
Obviously the pressure is on us, you know, to tell you the truth, and we as players, we start feeling the pressure, but it's how internally as a collective group we manage that pressure. You know, I think the head coach Trevor Penny has done an excellent job in keeping everyone level, you know, and just to look forward to our home games. You know, if we can win 3-4 of these home games, then we are right back in the competition.
You mentioned being right back into the competition. How confident are you though that the Royals can qualify for the playoffs?
Yeah, we're very confident, to be honest. You know, as I said, we have played good cricket at home. we have a good side. We have guys who have done well previously in CPL. So it's just for us now as a collective unit to just try to finalize some little areas, whether it be the bowling, whether it be some little areas with the batting, those kind of stuff, and over the next 2 days before we get into the game on Thursday night, we'll definitely fine tune that and put on a pleasing display for the Bajan public.
Mr. Spooner.
Is Kensington a motivator? Is it playing at they say it's the most prestigious ground in the Caribbean, one of the top 3 in the world? Is it a motivator to play at Kensington?
It's always a motivator to play in Kensington. That is why it's the Mecca. It's the Mecca of cricket in the Caribbean, and it's always important to go there and give of your best. The Bajan public, the Bajan crowd can be an hostile one, but if you do give them something if you do play good cricket, they will definitely appreciate that.
And you've played mostly leagues around the world. CPL is up there with the rest of them. I mean, the atmosphere in Trinidad is unparalleled in CPL. We noticed that. But Antigua was about a tall either. And St. Lucia was quite hot, warm, and steamy. But in terms of leagues that you've played, is CPL a big one?
Definitely. Obviously nothing compares to the IPL, but I think right after the IPL, it's CPL. CPL encompasses everything that the other leagues have to offer. CPL give you an entertainment package. It give you quality cricket. It give you crowd support. If you should look on the support that we have had over the duration of the different home legs, it was fantastic. As you say, Trinidad has always been excellent. Guyana have always been amazing. The people have always come out to support Barbados here in Barbados. So, and as I say, Antigua has been very good also. So you can see it's a global brand that is definitely driving. It's a global brand that is calling the best international players. So definitely for me, CPL is second or third, right about there.
Mr. Seeley?
Trevor, we've been hearing that the possible expansion of the CPL from 6 to 8 teams with the possible inclusion of Jamaica and a franchise out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Your thoughts on the expansion of the CPL? How would you see this benefiting our cricket in the Caribbean?
Well, I think it'll be fantastic. The more teams, the better. And I think it'll be good for those islands, especially Jamaica, to get back into cricket. It's quite sad that they're not involved, actually. And what it makes it, more players will come over as well. So the quality of cricket will get better because there's more teams. I just feel sometimes we could position the tournament a bit differently, where we're not overlapping with some other tournaments, and then that could make it stronger as well. Because sometimes we lose cricket.
But there's so many tournaments now, as
I know.
Rovman just mentioned. I don't think there's enough space in the calendar
That's
anymore.
the thing. With 2 other teams, it definitely will add a huge value to the CPL.
Rovman, obviously we've only played 3 games because one was rained off. How have the players taken to the fact that they're not getting game time at the moment? They've had a couple of weeks, hardly any games, and now they're getting thrown into 5 in 10 days.
When the schedule was initially released, we look on that, and it can go both ways. It can go ways where you are not sharp enough for games, which we haven't shown over the duration of how widely spread our games are, but that also can work in a sense where guys coming into these 5 games with adequate rest and a lot and less mileage under their legs. So we should be fresh for these 5 games.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, there are 2 teams that we hope to get above to get into the playoffs. And I'm not calling the names.
But it's obvious.
It does mean that we have to get at least 1, maybe 2 wins out of the top 3 teams in the competition. How confident are you that we can do that?
The competition is one where you can see that anyone can beat anyone on any given night. The teams are so closely contested. So it's for us to play good cricket, and good cricket right throughout these 5 games. You know, it's important for us to pick up as much points as we can, pick up as much momentum as we can here on our home leg, because after here it's Guyana, and then things become even more serious, you know. But this home leg will determine how far we go in the competition. So hopefully leaving Barbados on the 14th, we can definitely hands down on one of those qualifying spots.
And also with the fixtures being like they have been, it allows us to work on the areas that we haven't been quite good at. So sometimes you can look at our 3 losses, but now there's no reason why we can't now get it right, because we've been practicing those things that we didn't get right. Obviously, cricket is cricket, and you can't predict the result. But I feel very confident with our squad, and especially now that we've got a full squad, that we can come and start dominating the competition.
And I think for us, it's just a case of getting that first win. You know, we don't look on it as an holistic package in 5 games, because if you look on it, so it's gonna become heavy on your shoulders. You know, so what you do is that you look on it from Thursday night onwards. You know, you see how best you can come up with plans to find a win Thursday. And when you find that win, then momentum and everything start changing in your direction.
One final question for me. Warwick Khan is known to be a test bowler. He had a fantastic goal in Pakistan. For many people in Barbados, he was a surprise pick in the CPL, but he's looked really good. He seems to be bowling much slower than he does normally. What is it that he's brought that excites you all? Because
I think
doing something different.
He brings a lot of experience. You know, Test cricket experience is valuable in all 3 formats. You know, so that in itself is an additional plus for us. But you know, a lot of credit have to be given to Trevor Penny. A lot of credit have to be given to the Royals team. You know, I think they have done a lot of proper scouting in Barbados and by extension the Caribbean. You know, if you should not just look on Warwick, but of how much youngsters coming through. Young Motara, Naeem Young is still around, Ravallo Clark. So there's 5-6 young Bajans coming through, and that only spell good for Barbados cricket. You know, these guys will get the experience, rubbing shoulders with the best players in the world, and when they go back to play regional cricket for Barbados, they should show a lot of improvement. So it's a lot of credit have to be given to the Royals team for trusting so much youngsters and coming on board to helping those youngsters to be better, not just for Barbados, by extension West Indies cricket.
And Warwick Khan is 6 youngster.
He's not the youngster. But I think with him, he bowled in 2 trial games last year in our warm-up camp, and he bowled the house down. I think he got 3 wickets for no runs. And just his skill level, and we all said to each other, wow, how's this guy not playing T20 cricket, you know? And that's how we sort of, and that's how we sort of, we liked him. We liked what we saw. Who was that worry?
No.
The other worry.
Yeah, so it's exciting to have him.
Have we got time for one more, if someone's got one?
Yeah, your final statement to the Barbadian public. They're yearning for a victory for the Barbados Royals. Your final comment, Captain Rovman Powell.
The 12th man is very, very important, and the general public, the people who come out to support us on Thursday night onwards, is very, very important for us. You know, we're trying our best to start our winning campaign at home, so hopefully Thursday night we play good cricket. But I'm asking the public, keep supporting, come on down to Kensington Oval, and we'll give up our best.